So it's my first day in Lyon, and already I am probably far more in love with this city than I have been with Paris. It kind of reminds me a lot like how I feel about Chattanooga in Tennessee, where it has like the feel of a really big city, but especially the rivers make me think that, but it's smaller, quieter, cleaner, and that's kind of enhanced. And it's kind of funny to me because Paris is so heavily advertised to us as tourists, and Lyon, I feel like, has just as much, if not more, to offer. There's so much around here that I want to explore, and I'm very, very excited that we have the museum pass to be able to look at it. So much here, I'm ready to get into and explore, and I'll talk about that later on. But for now, I'm just going to walk by the river and enjoy my time. So I really love it here. This is to Paris. I really like it here, but I think more and more about the concept of me living here. And I think if I live here, I might feel the same way I feel about how I feel in the United States, where this becomes normal for me, does it still retain the same beauty and wonder for me? And I mean, I feel like it's kind of a silly question in some regards, because there is just so much more beauty here, but I still think about it sometimes. I feel like it still, to some degree, might be slightly diluted for me, because my experience as a tourist does not equal my experience as a resident. That's just something I've been thinking about a lot on this trip. But anyway, I've done more. Today we went to the Lumiere Institute, which I was very excited about. Oh yeah, it's I forgot what day it is. I'll put that in later. Oh, look at this. It's so pretty. Yeah, we went to the Lumiere Museum, and it was really cool. And it was really kind of interesting and weird, but it's kind of something that I have started thinking about more, because this class is, the museum was in the Lumiere's house, and they were like telling you all kinds of stuff on the audio tour about like, oh, this is their dining room, and this is this and that, and it was weird. I was like going to the bathroom in there, and I was like, these guys owned this house forever ago, and I'm just some random dude that's just using their bathroom and a tourist thing, and there's a gift shop in their like family living room, and all their stuff's around here. And I mean, it's cool, and the legacy's cool, but it was kind of a weird dissociative feeling knowing that this is just where they lived. Like, you could go into their bedroom and see where they slept, where they ate dinner, where they entertained guests, and everything like that. And it was just kind of bizarre, but that has me thinking about a lot of other places that I've been to before like that. Other museums and exhibits. It was made me think of the thing we talked about in class of I forgot his name, but it was one of the guys that was at the plantations, and had the coworker that that had was performing, and you saw them in the break room, and they were like fucking tourists or whatever. I thought that was funny, but I'll hopefully have more and better things to say tomorrow, so we'll see. I'm getting lost tomorrow, so I'm very, very excited about that. I'm actually really looking forward to it, because we didn't have any, I mean, we got some like information about sites and stuff from Lyon, but I'm really interested in this experimental tourism exercise, because we have to just get lost around the city and write about what we see, and I think that would be a really healthy and interesting way of doing tourism. I like something that's not directed, and something that's not really laid out for me clearly. And I'm very, very much looking forward to it. So we'll update on how that goes tomorrow. Good night. I've been seeing so many like instances just walking around where it's just people like living in Paris, like back there in this courtyard. There's just these group of people that are just drinking and playing soccer and around all this graffiti, and I really like that. It's like a little snapshot moment, and I mean I see that a lot in Paris too, like just people just hanging out on a street corner and stuff like that, and I want to take a picture of the moment really badly. And I feel weird just going up to them and taking pictures of them, and it makes me think of a scene in Lyon where they're all just chilling on a playground, and a news van rolls up and starts asking them about riots and stuff, and then they start getting angry and throwing bottles at them, and they're like, what are we, like animals in the zoo or whatever, and all that. And I kind of feel like that's probably accounts for a lot of the animosity towards tourists, because it's like, I don't know, there's something very uncomfortable about being documented and observed like that. Like, I don't know, like, there's nothing really essentially hostile in my intentions. I think they look very aesthetically pleasing to me. Just the overall composition, I think it's a really nice moment. I'd like to capture the moment, but at the same time, I know I would feel probably really weird about that, like someone just coming up and taking pictures and videos of me and my friends just hanging out that I don't know at all. It's like we're just attractions for them. And I feel like, yeah, I don't know, I feel like that's why probably no one wants to be a tourist. No one likes tourists, no one wants to be one. But I don't know, just seemed like it would. It's like kind of dissociative seeing like walking down the main boulevard in Belcourt or wherever this area is called, and just seeing like Subway, McDonald's, and manga shops, and it's kind of the same thing in Paris where it's like it's just weird seeing the similar like venues and places that you see back home here, and it's like you obviously know that they're very obviously not French, and as a tourist it's like you want to see France, but like to everybody else that's living here it's like this is part of their life. This is France. Like you step off the plane, like whenever we went to Hawaii, we got off the plane and all my friends were like, oh, we wanna go eat some like Polynesian restaurant or something like that, some genuine like Hawaiian food. And I was like, I want to go to McDonald's, and they were all giving me a lot of shit for that because they were like, you're in Hawaii, why would you eat something that you can eat back home? And I was like, yeah, I mean, on one hand, you're right, like we are here to experience things that we can't experience back home, but at the same time, these are places that the people that live here go every day. Like, that's the normal to them, and that's their genuine daily lives. And same thing here, like the French people aren't going to, like the people of Lyon aren't going to Les Lyonnais like every night. They're not going to like all the fancy places and stuff. They're going to Steak and Shake and McDonald's and Subway, and they're buying stuff at the manga store and everything like that. And it's, a lot of it's just like back home, but I don't know. I just sat on a bench with a random Frenchman, and we listened to 80s Spanish disco, so that was kind of cool. And tried to have a conversation in broken English and French, and more or less understood each other. Then he started getting up and doing a Elvis impersonation. So that was pretty interesting. It was really funny seeing the old, historic, authentic Roman amphitheater ruins, and getting there, and then bands to sing modern sound equipment and stage equipment and bars and all that stuff around there. It was quite funny. I'm walking around Lyon now. It's our last night here. I had a really good time with the tourism exercise today. It was really nice not making anything. It was guided, but very loosely guided. And there was something quite nice about that, but not really being told exactly where I need to go. And I was able to just discover spots like the courthouse was really nice. It was really cool to see that. A lot of little alleyways and stuff, little corners. That was really cool. It was nice just having to like discover it for yourself and not having any markers to guide you on it, just kind of getting lost around the area. I think I might try to do it in Paris again, but it was really cool going to the Roman amphitheaters today, but it was, again, that same kind of dissonance that I was talking about earlier, and that I've kind of been encountering, that you kind of get with tourism, you know, like seeing the construction of the Eiffel Tower and all that, but seeing the decades, not decades, like centuries old Roman ruins, and there's this sound equipment and all that, and the same thing with the church, the cathedral. Just service just lets out, and they've got the sound stage and amps and everything all around it, and you're wanting to do like you want that authentic experience, but there's the touches of modernism and recognizable symbols of the modern age kind of taint that for you a little bit. Like I was wanting to, it felt like I was kind of ruining my pictures of the Roman amphitheater, but I mean for the people, you know, and that's like where they go to have music festivals and stuff, so like that is authentic. But, it's